When Melania Trump heard what went down on live TV, she was absolutely furious. A liberal host had just dropped a bombshell about Donald Trump, and the news spread like wildfire. She has always kept a calm, composed demeanor in public, rarely showing emotion, but behind closed doors, those close to her say she was livid. It all started when a well-known liberal commentator, someone who has never held back when it comes to criticizing Trump, decided to air some supposed insider information about the former president. It wasn't just the usual political criticism or policy debate. This time, it was personal. The host claimed to have credible sources revealing shocking details about Trump's private dealings, and they did not hesitate to expose it all on live television. As soon as the words left the host's mouth, the segment went viral. Social media exploded with reactions from both sides of the political spectrum. Trump's critics seized on it as further proof of their long-standing accusations, while his supporters called it yet another smear campaign designed to take him down ahead of the next election. But no one was more furious than Melania. For years, Melania has maintained a certain level of distance from the chaos surrounding her husband. She rarely addresses political controversies and prefers to keep her private life out of the headlines. However, this time was different. This time, the attack wasn't just about Trump, it was about their family, their reputation, and everything they had built together. According to sources close to her, Melania wasted no time responding. She immediately reached out to her inner circle, demanding answers and strategizing a response. She wasn't about to let the media run wild with a story that could damage their legacy. While Trump is known for firing back with explosive statements in social media rants, Melania's approach has always been more calculated, and this situation was no exception. Behind the scenes, she reportedly pushed Trump's team to take swift action, whether through legal threats, public statements, or media counterattacks. Some say she even considered making a rare public appearance to set the record straight, a move that would have sent shockwaves through the political world. Meanwhile, Trump himself wasn't about to let this slide either. He took to his platform, launching a fiery response against the host and the network. He called it yet another example of media corruption, a desperate attempt to discredit him. And in classic Trump fashion, he didn't hold back. But the bigger question remains, was there any truth to what the host revealed, or was this just another attempt to stir controversy? The liberal media has a long history of making bold claims about Trump, only for them to be debunked later. But that doesn't mean every accusation is baseless. Melania, however, is no stranger to these attacks. She has endured years of speculation, rumors, and outright falsehoods. From the moment she became First Lady, she was a target. And while she has always handled it with grace, this time, it hit differently. For many, Melania's reaction is a testament to how much she still cares about Trump's image, despite the constant rumors about their marriage. Some have speculated that she's been distant, that she's ready to move on from the political spotlight. But if this situation proves anything, it's that when Trump is under attack, Melania is still in the fight. The media firestorm isn't dying down anytime soon. More commentators are weighing in, analysts are dissecting every detail, and Trump's opponents are celebrating the drama. But if history has shown us anything, it's that Trump and Melania know how to handle a media frenzy. So, what happens next? Will Melania make a public statement? Will Trump take legal action? Or will they both let the controversy fade, knowing that another one will take its place soon enough? One thing's for sure, this isn't the last time the media will come after Trump, and it certainly won't be the last time Melania has to deal with the fallout. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think the liberal host was telling the truth, or was this just another desperate attempt to take down Trump? And what do you make of Melania's reaction? Be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more updates. When Melania learned about the explosive claims made on live television, she reportedly felt a mix of anger and frustration. This wasn't just another routine attack on Trump's policies or past decisions. This was deeply personal. The liberal host had gone beyond politics, dragging their private life into the public eye in a way that crossed a line for her. Sources say that behind closed doors, Melania was absolutely fuming. She has spent years carefully managing her public image, avoiding unnecessary controversy and keeping a dignified distance from political mudslinging. But this was different. This was a direct hit, and she wasn't going to sit by and let it go unchecked. One insider revealed that Melania immediately contacted Trump's closest advisors, demanding to know what was being done to counter the narrative. She was insistent that a strong response was necessary, not just for Trump's sake, but for their entire family. It wasn't just about his political future. It was about protecting their name, their reputation, and their son, Barron, who Melania has always been fiercely protective of. While Trump thrives on media battles and often fuels controversy with his own words, Melania prefers a more strategic approach. She reportedly told those around her that she wanted a firm but composed response, one that would make it clear that the allegations were baseless, but without giving the media more fuel to extend the drama. Some sources even suggested that Melania considered issuing a statement herself, something she rarely does when it comes to political attacks. The fact that she even contemplated stepping into the spotlight on this issue speaks volumes about how deeply it affected her. Meanwhile, Trump was already in battle mode. As soon as the claims aired, he took to social media to fire back, labeling the host a liar and the network fake news. He didn't just deny the allegations. He turned the attack back on the media, accusing them of attempting to interfere in the upcoming election by spreading lies. But while Trump's supporters rallied behind him, the mainstream media doubled down. More news outlets picked up the story, pundits debated its significance, and critics speculated about the potential damage to Trump's 2024 ambitions. It became the latest obsession in the never-ending cycle of Trump-related headlines. Melania, however, was reportedly more concerned about the personal toll. Over the years, she has endured relentless scrutiny, from speculation about her marriage to false stories about her past. She has always handled it with a quiet strength, refusing to let the media dictate her narrative. But sources say that this time she wasn't just brushing it off. Some reports suggest that Melania had a heated conversation with Trump about the issue, urging him to be cautious in his response. She knows better than anyone how easily the media can twist his words and turn a response into an even bigger controversy. She didn't want him to escalate the situation in a way that would give their critics even more ammunition. But Trump, being Trump, wasn't going to back down. He continued his attacks on the media, calling out the liberal host by name and demanding a retraction. His legal team was reportedly involved as well, considering possible legal action against the network for defamation. At the same time, conservative media outlets rallied to Trump's defense, calling the accusations yet another desperate attempt by the left to bring him down. Some pointed out that the liberal host in question had a history of making exaggerated claims, while others questioned the credibility of their so-called sources. Despite all the noise, Melania remained focused on one thing: damage control. She knew that the best way to fight back was not through a loud public feud, but through strategic, well-placed moves that would quietly discredit the claims and shift the narrative. Some believe that Melania reached out to key figures behind the scenes, making calls to ensure that the right people were pushing back against the accusations. She may not engage in public battles often, but when she does, she makes sure to do it in a way that has a lasting impact. As the controversy continues to unfold, one thing is clear: Melania is not the passive figure that some in the media make her out to be. She is fiercely protective of her family, and when someone crosses a line, she is more than willing to step in and take action. The big question now is, will this attack have any lasting consequences for Trump, or will it fade, like so many others before it? If history is any indication, Trump and Melania know how to survive a media storm. But what do you think? Was this just another case of the media trying to take down Trump, or do you believe there's more to the story? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more updates on this developing situation. When the cameras cut to commercial, and the shocking claims about Trump had already spread like wildfire across social media, Melania was already in full damage control mode. She knew how these media narratives worked. One moment, an unverified claim is dropped on live TV, and within hours it becomes a trending topic, repeated by every major outlet as if it were fact. For Melania, this wasn't just another attack on Trump, it was an attack on their entire family. Over the years, she had developed a thick skin, enduring endless speculation about her marriage, her personal life, and even her relationship with Barron. But when the liberal host took things to a new level, publicly exposing something that she believed crossed all boundaries, that was the last straw. She immediately reached out to Trump's advisors, demanding they respond swiftly and aggressively. While Trump often relishes public fights with the media, Melania prefers to operate behind the scenes, quietly but effectively shutting down narratives that threaten to spiral out of control. Insiders say she was particularly furious because she felt this attack wasn't just political, it was designed to personally humiliate Trump, and by extension, her. She knew that if she didn't act quickly, the media would take this and run with it, making it the topic of conversation for weeks. Trump, on the other hand, was already in full counterattack mode. He wasted no time taking to his social media platform, calling out the host by name and labeling them part of the fake news machine that has been trying to destroy him for years. But Melania, as always, had a more measured approach in mind. She wanted the response to be strong but calculated, something that would discredit the host without turning it into an even bigger circus. According to sources, she urged Trump's team to consider legal action, not just to shut down the false claims, but to send a message to the media that there would be consequences for spreading lies. Meanwhile, conservative media outlets quickly picked up on Melania's reaction, highlighting her anger and the steps she was reportedly taking to push back. Some commentators even suggested that this was the most involved she had been in Trump's political battles in years, a sign that she wasn't ready to let the media have the final say. As the controversy continued to unfold, Melania remained silent in public. But make no mistake, behind closed doors she was making moves. She knew that sometimes the most powerful response is not a loud denial, but a strategic, well-timed counterpunch that leaves the media scrambling to backtrack. And that's exactly what started happening. Within days, cracks began to show in the liberal host's claims. Questions were raised about the credibility of their sources, and some networks even began walking back their initial reports. This wasn't just a victory for Trump, it was a victory for Melania, who had once again proven that she knows exactly how to navigate the brutal world of media warfare. So the big question now is, will this be the end of it? Or will the media try to dig up even more dirt to keep the controversy alive? One thing is certain, Trump and Melania are no strangers to these battles, and if the past is any indication, they're not backing down anytime soon. What do you think? Was this just another attempt by the media to smear Trump, or do you believe there's more to the story? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay updated on the latest developments.